The beautiful spring gardening time is over. Those nice rows of cabbages and turnips and beans and everything are gone. And now we basically just have tomatoes tied to sticks like Roman prisoners of war, dying and surrounded by a sea of spiny pigweed. But that doesn't mean there's nothing you can do right now. Today I'm going to share 5 tasks that you should be doing in your summer garden right now. Everyone likes to complain about how hot it is, and how hot the sun is, and how it's burning us up, and how it's killing us, and how it's miserable outside, and how we're all going to die of heat exhaustion. However, you can use that heat of the sun to help you in your garden later on. How? Well, use the sun to kill the weeds. Put down tarps right now over areas that you would like to garden later, and let the baking heat of the sun kill the weeds and the grass and everything that's beneath there. Stop those seeds from coming up, everything else. Just blank that area out with a good tarp and let the sun beat down on it and prepare a space for you later. We like to use something that's called DeWitt woven nursery fabric. It's a professional nursery grade fabric. We use this all the time, but we've also seen people use silage tarps and other kinds of tarps. I don't recommend those blue or silver tarps that they sell in the hardware store because they just don't seem to hold up. They turn into a bunch of shreds later on. But something that's going to hold up, not deteriorate and leave microplastics all over the place. Something that you can tack down over an area that you want to garden later and let the sun do its work and kill off everything that's beneath it. So if you want to prepare for the future and you don't want to be out there and tilling and mulching and all that kind of stuff right now because it's hot, why not lay down a tarp, let the sun kill everything, and then later you have a beautiful no-till area. All that organic matter can rot into the ground, it can kill off the weeds, and you'll have a nice blank slate for later. So if you're tired of the beating sun, make the sun your friend and use it to kill off the weeds. I did a video on this a couple of years ago, and I'll put a link to that so you can watch it. But you can see what it looks like before and when we chop everything down, and how we lay the tarp down, and how later you can see the ground underneath. It's just beautiful and ready to plant and completely weed free. So make the sun your ally. The second task you can do right now is to save seeds for next year. We've been pulling apples out of our apple orchard, and I save the seeds to plant. A lot of your regular garden seeds can be saved too. Think about your amaranth, think about beans, think about melons, tomatoes, everything else. You've got stuff that is sitting out there, drying out, and rotting even. So just get the seeds out of it now and save them for later. Clean them up. Just go out in the morning when it's cool. Go pick some seeds and let them dry out on your counter, and you'll have that material for later. As it gets closer to fall, we get more and more and more. We'll be saving our kukutsa seeds. We'll be saving our true yam bulbils. We'll be digging up tubers from Apios americana. We'll be going around and gathering more of the beans that are still out there. But this is the time to start right now, so things don't sit out there and get moldy and get wet or fall on the ground. You've got to harvest the seeds as they come in, and this is going to save you later. And the seeds that you grow in your own garden have helped adapt themselves to the garden. So what happens is as they grow in your garden and you grow them year after year, they often get better. They're not seeds that were grown somewhere else out of your area. These are seeds that were grown in your backyard. So if you can save seeds from your own backyard that have started to train themselves to live under the conditions that you have, those seeds are going to be better often than just buying a packet that came from somewhere else. So think about seed saving right now. A third thing to do right now is, well, everything's gotten weedy and nasty and messed up. Why don't you slash those weeds down and plant a cover crop right now. One of the cover crops that I like to plant in summer are black-eyed peas. I will go to the grocery store, buy a couple of bags of dried black-eyed peas, and rough an area up and throw those peas all over it and let them grow. They're going to add nitrogen They're going to suppress the weeds, and you'll get a harvest out of them if you want it. I don't even harvest them sometimes. I just let them grow for a period of time. Then when it gets to fall, I'll chop them down on the ground, use them as mulch, plant right in between, and now I have mulch and extra nitrogen, and I have covered the area and suppressed the weeds by having a cover crop. I'm pumping more sugars into the ground, I'm putting nitrogen into the ground, and I can be getting a harvest as well. So I don't worry about putting things in rows or looking nice, but anything you could throw down as a cover crop right now is a good way to add more organic matter to your soil, and sometimes to add extra minerals to your soil, like nitrogen. So if you've got an area and you're done with gardening, just go rough it up a bit, knock those weeds down, stick seeds in it, and let those seeds grow and give you a cover crop that is going to build up the soil for later. Another thing I like to do is make compost where the sun shines, where the sun's shining down. Make some compost. You've got all those grass clippings coming in. We're getting closer to when the fall leaves fall. You've got lots of garden waste. You've got fresh greenery you can slash down. We're chopping and dropping in our food forest and throwing things on the ground. But if you make compost now, while it's hot and while you have lots and lots of material, your garden in spring will be happy that you did so. So go ahead, rip up those old tomatoes. Go get your grass clippings. Rake up some leaves. Make big piles of compost while it's hot and while that biological activity is going and while everything is still growing. And then you could be feeding future gardens. There's a lot of compostable material out there right now. This is the time to do it. Think about your corn stalks. Think about your old bean plants. Think about the stuff you're ripping off of the trellises right now. Make compost piles. Go ahead and use it, because this is the season to gather compost and make piles of compost. You survived this long with my singing, and I should probably sing this one too, but I think I'll just let you read it this time. The final thing I would do right now is to assess your successes and assess your failures. I was wandering around this morning and looking at some areas that got completely overgrown, and I thought, man, I should have cleaned that up in the spring so it wasn't such a mess now. Well, if I know I have problem areas in my yard, in my garden, in my homestead, in my food forest, I can take care of those things when it's cooler and get them done. But if I'm paying attention right now and I think, man, I don't want that to happen again, maybe I should be yanking things out. Maybe I should be sheet mulching. Maybe I should be doing that sort of stuff later, but I don't feel like doing it right now because it's so hot and I don't want to die in the sun. So go ahead and look around and say, what didn't work for me? Which crops just didn't handle it? Which trees am I not that happy with? And think, well, fall planting season is coming up, then later spring planting season. If I can get an idea in my head of what didn't work and keep it fresh in my mind right now, later on I'll be happy to fix those problems when the weather is good, and maybe next summer I don't have those same issues. Another thing to do is remember your successes. What did well? What produced well? What kept going through the season? What things are you glad that you did in the spring? What things are you glad that you did last fall? Think about next year. Make the future version of yourself better off by planning ahead and paying attention to what worked, and then double down on it. If you had a variety that did really well, remember it. Pay attention to what is surviving and what made a lot. And then do more of that the next year. Just get more food out of it. From year after year, we've seen our yields go up and up and up by assessing and going, well, I didn't like that method of gardening, or I didn't like that crop, or it just didn't do it, or that tree didn't live, or that particular bean was not very good here. So go ahead and pay attention now. What are the survivors? What are the successes? And then double down on it. You can figure out and tailor-make a plan to your gardening style and your backyard that is going to succeed. So those are 5 tips right now for the heat of summer. Stay cool out there. Stay hydrated. Make sure you get plenty of electrolytes. And remember that Brawndo has what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
Thank you all for watching. Be sure to check out my other videos, and be sure to watch that video on how we deal with weeds the organic way. I will put a link to that below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, may your thumbs always be green. Wow, that's a great effect. Sugar pie. Sugar pie. Sugar pie. Huh. Yeah, there we go. That's something else.